Hey, how's it going? If you're new here, my name is Jan and I love makeup. And if you're not new, thanks for coming back. I really appreciate you. Today's video is just playing with makeup. I know, I do that a lot, but it started my day feeling really not good. And it's almost 5 o'clock now, and I couldn't shake it. I just wasn't getting out of whatever slump I was in, and so I decided that I could be miserable or I could put on some makeup, and playing makeup oftentimes just puts me in a better mood. I really enjoy all the steps to it and the thought that goes into it and putting bright colors on my eyeballs. So I hope you like this video. I really appreciate your time today. I'm about to have a very naked face, so brace yourself. Okie dokie. So we're just gonna jump right into this video. I've got my skincare on per usual. I'm not going outside today and it is raining, so I didn't bother with sunscreen. I did some under eye serum and I used my e.l.f. matte putty primer on my T-zone, and I used the little e.l.f. putty primer applicator brush for its intended use today. Normally I've just been using it for blush and cream contour, but I like it. I think it worked really well and saved my fingers, so that makes me happy. So I'm going to go with my CoverGirl Outlast Extreme Wear 3-in-1 foundation. I'm using the shade Classic Tan. I am still absolutely loving this. I watched a video yesterday and I may have ordered another new foundation to try. It seems really amazing, so fingers crossed. Or not. I mean, I don't know if I want to like another foundation, but I feel like of all the things to play with and try, foundation's a pretty good one, especially when it's drugstore prices. So I'm just gonna go with my Eco Tools sponge and get that going all over my face. So as the title and probably the thumbnail indicates, today's video is just because I'm feeling kind of crappy. I had a not great night last night, like really not great. And I woke up this morning still feeling pretty awful, not gonna lie. And I have no distractions today. Jackson's with his mom, they're going camping for the holiday weekend. So I was just sitting around feeling kind of miserable. And I decided that I can do that, or I could come in and play makeup. Makeup makes me happy. Full on, period, makes me happy. And so I decided that being miserable isn't what I want to be. And it's really hard to, to snap out of it when you're feeling oogie. And I'm not saying makeup is the cure-all for depression. I'm not depressed. I'm just having a bad day. I had bad dreams last night. Just feeling crappy. The weather's been yuck for a couple of days, and that affects me a lot. Like extreme a lot. And PMS is a full-on factor right now, so that's big fun. I'm gonna go with my Wet n Wild Mega Last Incognito Concealer, and this is in the shade Medium Neutral. So I decided to come in and play makeup. I have a couple of new drugstore palettes that I can play with. So I actually sent my sister a picture and was like, help me pick one. I don't know what to do. And after several minutes and messages back and forth, because they were all so pretty, she helped me find one, or decide on one rather. So yay for sisters helping you out. So I'm playing with new eyeshadow today. And I figured that will help keep my mind busy. Maybe I'll feel better but I'll be doing something fun until I either feel better or it stops raining. It's supposed to rain the entire weekend. This happened on Memorial Day weekend too. It was rainy and yucky and gross. And so all the plans we made got canceled, which, you know, not the end of the world, but still kind of a bummer. I mean, we weren't planning to do anything wild and crazy. We're just not those kind of cats. But it's nice to be able to get out of the house and enjoy some good weather on a long weekend, especially if it means, you know, you have Monday off. But that's not to be. So yeah, decided to take my crappy attitude into my own hands and do this. Don't know how this video is gonna go, but I figured hit the record button and see what happens. Maybe it'll be amazing. I'm just gonna use some of my Laura Mercier translucent setting powder to set my foundation and concealer. I'm also going to get it all over me. See, it's my attitude that sucks. I know that looks excessive. Don't panic. It all dusts away. And I used my Too Faced lip injection plumping lip gloss, which is why they're looking particularly pink. I think I've talked about this before. It doesn't plump my lips. Like, I don't get, you know, lip filler effect from my lips, from the lip plumper. But it does smooth out my lips. I feel like there's less deep lines and ridges in my lips when I use it. So I think I like that. Now I'm going to use my Huda Beauty Tantour Contour and Bronzer Cream in the shade Light. I think this is the only product this time of year that I would use in the shade Light, but it's very dark, which at first I thought would be really intimidating, but this stuff just blends so nicely and looks really, really good. And this little putty primer brush is amazing with this. A lot of times, if I'm feeling particularly yucky, I like to do housework. Just crank on the music and I sing badly at the top of my lungs, and that helps a lot. But on Fridays, my sister comes over and does all of the like house cleaning things that I can't do. She's amazing. Oh, I don't know what I'd do without her. But I've been keeping things pretty much the way it needs to be. I did purchase a new cabinet for my makeup room to store my eyeshadow palettes and my face palettes. I'm hoping it'll be a little bit more efficient. So that came today, but I cannot build it myself. So I'm hoping Mike will feel well enough to help me with that this weekend. Since we can't do anything else, that'll be a fun thing. Not for him, because, you know, building stuff isn't his idea of a good time. But he likes me, so he'll probably do it, I hope. And then I'll be able to come in here and reorganize, which I guess is like my favorite thing. It's not so much the cleaning, though I don't mind cleaning. It's the organizing. I really, really like organizing stuff. All right, I'm just gonna use my sponge and dab over that. That's pretty full on, but I need full on today. I need an AA, which stands for attitude adjustment in my house. Used to use that term with the boys when they were little all the time. You need an AA? They didn't think it was entertaining. I thought it was pretty fun. For my blush today, I'm gonna use my Hourglass Ambient Lighting Edit Volume 4, and the blush shade I'm choosing is Luminous Glow. It's this shade, right, the middle shade right here. And because I wanted a little bit more of a pick-me-up, I chose this brush. It's fun and I like it. I wouldn't say it's the, most high quality brush ever, but I wanted something a little bit fun to play with. So that's what we're doing. It's a little bit glowy too. I've been packing on the blush lately, so this one feels pretty weak. Do I need to dip into something else? All right, I'm gonna go into the Pretty Vulgar Nesting Bitch Face palette and use this middle shade called Mirror Mirror. Pretty sure this one has a bit more oomph behind it. Oh yeah. Let me just dust some of that off. Oh yeah, she's got some punch. I just really like the blush on the tip of the nose thing. I'm gonna go in with the little bit of bronzer in this called Son of a Bee. And just tap it over this a little bit. That may not have been the right decision. Okay, no worries. I like the blush. For highlight, I'm going to use my Nikia Joy Illuminate Luxury Highlighting Palette. I love this palette. And I think I'm going to go in with the shade Glimmer down here in the middle. It's got a pretty big dip in it. I use this one a lot. Yep, that is a blinding highlight. I already had quite a bit of glow going from those blushes. I'm not mad at it. Like I said, I needed to go for it today. So that's what I'm doing. Same shade on a little brush to do my nose. I have to avoid the bridge of my nose right in here, which is where most people put highlighter on their nose, because my, whatever that's called, is very, very wrinkly. And highlighter makes it look so much worse, so I don't put it there. Okay, so I just went over my entire face with a big fluffy brush just to blend out any edges. I think that second powder contour bronzer shade is a little too cool toned for my skin. It's looking a little funky. Oh well, we're moving on. And I'm gonna go in with my e.l.f. Putty Eye Primer. I am really, really, really liking this. I am so glad that I decided to pick it up. This stuff is so, so, so good. If you have oily lids, this will keep your eyeshadow from getting all funky from the oils. It's so good. It's a really dry formula and kind of hard, but it works beautifully on the eye, so it's worth a little bit of a ruckus to get it onto the brush. And this primer does not need to be set, and the shadows go on over it beautifully. So that's good. That makes me happy. Okay, so the eyeshadow palette I'm going to use today is from BH Cosmetics. It's the Do Not Disturb palette. I have to read you what it says in the back. Keep the buzzkills away and stay in your zone with Do Not Disturb. Moody, cerulean shades and brilliant blues and icy cool violets for days when you just can't. Brewed to your heart's content, and don't be afraid to hit the mute button with ultra high pigmented mattes and high shine shimmers that scream, bitch, don't kill my vibe. I just read that just now. That is a great palette for me to use today. And these are the colors. Do I know what I'm gonna do? Nope, I have no idea, but I'm excited to play with them. Okay, so I'm just gonna start playing. I'm gonna go with the shade Peace Out, which is this lilac-y shade right there. I'm gonna put that on my inner crease, right in here. I used to buy so much BH Cosmetics eyeshadows. They were my introduction to basically affordable drugstore eyeshadow that was high-end quality. I had 2 palettes that I loved so much. They went on the cruise with me. My gosh, that's pretty. Wow. So yeah, these are not my first BH palettes, but they're the first ones I've purchased and used for a long time. It sounds kind of ridiculous when I say it out loud, which I'm going to do against my better judgment. There is a bit of a wait time for the shipping from BH. They are also available from Ulta, not the full BH collection line, just random things. And I ordered these right from the BH Cosmetics site, and I am just now realizing I bet someone I follow on the YouTubes has a discount code. Okay, if you're gonna go look, use somebody's discount code. I'm a goofball. I cannot believe I didn't think of that till just now. Look at that purple. Oh my God. I just got a message from my sister, the one who helped me pick out this palette, and she said, Bob Ross it with happy little colors all over your face. The woman is a genius. I am telling you right now. I was looking for the price. Okay, so this palette is $15 on the Ulta website. So definitely drugstore prices. Definitely can't beat that purple, my goodness. Okay. Now on my outer crease, I'm gonna go in with this greenish blue shade called Silent Mode. Okay, this is, I should have mentioned, the little purple brush I used is a Refer 14. I love these little brushes. And this one is the Wayne Goss number 6. So I'm gonna go with the shade Silent Mode and just get that going out here. Working that in up here. Right now I'm just laying down the color. I'm not fretting about blending it out just yet. I would like to not get it all over my face. I didn't add any more product to my brush. I'm just going over the edge. It seems like it's having some difficulty blending out. So I'm going to try to help it along with this brush, because it will still disperse some color, just not hopefully too much. Okay, I'm going to stop with that color there. And then I'm gonna go in with the shade Personal Space, which is this dark blue one right here. On a Refer 16 brush, I'm gonna go into that dark blue shade called Personal Space. Try to be careful with the fallout, so I'm gonna do this slowly. I might get a smaller brush. Okay, this is a Refer number 1. It's got kind of a flattish edge, a flattish side. It's pinched, so it's, you know, wider and then skinnier. I'm gonna try this because I don't want to get the blue everywhere. I just want to get it where I want it. So this feels like the way to do it. Every time I dip in, I tap off, which isn't something I normally do. So better to be safe than sorry. Next time, I will probably do my eyes first and then do my face, so I don't have to be quite so careful. Happy little color. That's perfect. I am a hardcore Bob Ross fan. I think he was an amazing human. Not to mention incredibly talented. When Netflix added his painting show, I was beside myself. I'm a dorkfish. That's okay. All right, I have some cleanup to do over here. I got a little carried away. We'll be okay though. I should be able to fix it. On a Refer number 2 brush, this is a good one for packing metallics on. I think I'm gonna start getting this blue shade called Me Time going on my lid and up into my crease a little bit. Let's see what this one does. Oh yeah, that's pretty. It's gorgeous over that dark blue. So I'm gonna start that same brush. I'm gonna dip into this pink or purpley shade called Off the Grid right there. I hope this isn't a mistake. If it is, I think I have a backup plan to fix it. So let's see. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. It's so dark. But there's a lighter shade in here called Getting Lost. Yep, Getting Lost. That I think will work to lighten this up to a lighter pink. It's pretty though. And of course, just overlapping the two. I really, really like that. Okay, so another Refer number 2 brush. This is the shade Getting Lost right up here. And I feel like if I go in with that lightly, we can lighten up that darker purpley shade. Did I say pink before? I think I said pink. Look at that. That's what I was hoping for. I feel like that was just a bit too dark to complement that light blue. On a damp Refer number 3 brush, itty bitty, I'm gonna take that Getting Lost shade that I used to lighten up the purple and just really get that on my inner corner. That's so pretty. I feel like I say that too much. Like, no shit, it's pretty. But it is. And I try a lot of makeup and not all of it is this good. That's good. I really like that a lot. So we used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out of the 9 shades in this palette, and I could not be happier. Unless I did my eyes first and didn't get the bit of a mess that I got. Okay, on that same damp, wow, I'm dumb. That's a lot of eyeshadow on the floor. I am why we can't have nice things. Let's go in with Me Time, that really light blue, and just start that somewhere. So I'm just putting it right in the middle for now. I'm gonna dip into that purple shade. Just kind of mimicking my upper lid. There's a shade in here called Hold On, which I literally just dabbed with my nail. I wonder how dark that can get. We're gonna find out. On that same brush. It's a duochrome, so it turns from blue to purple. I feel like that shade over the dark blue shade would be absolutely amazing. Yeah. I love this eye look. I'm gonna go in with my LA Girl Pastel Dream Auto Eyeliner in the shade Powder Blue, my waterline. I love these LA Girl liners. They are fantastic. Now I'm going to curl my lashes and slap on some of this Lash Freak mascara from Urban Decay. For my lower lashes, I'm going to use the Lash Sensational Sky High mascara from Maybelline. It's got the itty bitty brush, so I feel like for bottom lashes, it would work really well. Okay, I'm gonna do my brows real quick and throw on a lip, and I'll be back to finish this up. Okay, I'm back. My brows are filled in. I just used the standard brow pencils that I like, and my lip liner is, shockingly enough, LA Girl Ultimate Lip Liner in the shade Enduring Mauve, and I used the Shine Loud Born to Hustle. I used this one other day, and I liked it. In my last video, I used the shade In Charge, and it does not wear as well as this one and the red one do. So that's kind of a bummer. I guess they're not all created equal. Anyway, that's the video done. I hope you liked it. I hope if you're feeling crappy that maybe this helped perk you up or encourage you to do something that you like to help you feel better. Makeup is just fun. For me, it helps, and I hope watching this helped you. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you don't, give it a thumbs down. Subscribe if you haven't already. Share this video with someone you think might like it. Be good, and remember to be kind to you.